Welcome to the 1204. We've all seen the argument between Ice Cream and Shireen. Both ladies had a lot to say to each other. Most of it was just absolute childish ghetto rubbish. However, what caught my attention and what I suspect started this argument was the conversation about commitment. Because in the black community, no matter where that is, it seems that marriage is a big deal. Black people, especially black women, they see marriage as the highest form of commitment, the ultimate commitment. And a lot of a lot of black women believe that, well, to be fair, it's not just black women, but black people in general. They believe that if somebody is not married, then they are single. I remember a few years ago, you had black women running around calling other black women who were not married a roommate, referring to black women who have been in relationships without a marriage certificate as a roommate. A lot of black people, especially black women, they believe that without a marriage certificate, then you have not got commitment. So I'm not going to focus on the rubbish that was said about who is sleeping with who is on what knees, and that person's got a big head, that other person's lips are dry. That's all childish nonsense. I am with Shireen. Sorry, I am with Ice Cream on this one because here you have Ice Cream. She's been in a what she calls a committed relationship for 20 years. And on the other hand, you have Shireen, who has been married for 3 weeks. And Shireen was trying to downplay Ice Cream's situation. She said to Ice Cream that, listen, without a marriage, he can just walk off. To which Ice Cream responded by saying, you've only been married for 3 weeks. I agree with Ice Cream. And I've seen this conversation before involving black women. That marriage certificate doesn't mean fuck all. Because let's have it right. There are a lot of people who are still in their marriage because they have to. Because, like Shireen said, a man can just walk away, right? So, with that marriage certificate, he may find it hard to walk away. And sometimes the same thing for women. They might not want to walk away from a marriage because, I mean, why would you walk away from a situation that you could lose in? But whereas without that marriage certificate, you can walk away anytime. Let me tell you something right now. I much rather be in a situation where I know that person wants to be there. not has to be there. So if I'm shacked up with somebody, you know, what you black chicks refer to as 50-50, being a roommate, which I think is so distasteful and so disrespectful. And I'll get onto that in a second. So if I'm in that type of situation, I know for a fact she wants to be with me because she doesn't have to be with me. Whereas in a marriage situation, for a example, I might go and marry some bush girl in Nigeria somewhere. I know that those chicks there, you could fucking punch her cunt in every day and she will still stay with you. Because those women there do not leave marriages. It's almost taboo in a part of Nigeria that my family are from to divorce. So those women are not going to walk away. The man doesn't walk away. So if I'm in a situation like that, that woman might actually, and by the way, I'm not saying that she's going to be loyal to you in a sense of not sleep around, because we know that Nigeria have a high rate of paternity fraud. So I'm not trying to say it's going to be roses if she stays, but I much rather be with a woman that wants to stay, not has to stay. But some of you black women out there, is it by force? You people, you know, because let me say something right now. A lot of these black chicks know that without a marriage certificate, that guy is not going to stay. So that's why you guys are so big on marriage. That's why you guys are nagging men about marriage. After the first fucking date, somebody tell me I'm lying. You're chatting to a black chick for the first time, and she's there asking you, what do you think of marriage? Because, you know, I'm only dating guys who are serious. I'm gonna go deeper than that. A lot of these black chicks are not confident in their source like that. Their source is not gonna make a man stay, and they know that. Because a lot of you are very annoying. A lot of you people nag. And you know that if you are shut up with a guy, that guy is running for the hills. Unless, of course, he had something that's going to hold him there. And that's why a lot of black chicks are not married. I'm just keeping it real. There's a reason why more women want a marriage than men. And that reason is because you guys know that without that, the guy will walk off. Now, let me talk about this 50-50 roommate that these chicks are referring to women like a cream who have been who have been in a relationship for 20 years, who have had children, but they don't have any marriage certificate, they don't have a wedding ring. What's so ironic about that statement is this. You guys call it 50-50 roommate. But let me tell you something right now. I know loads of people who are married and who are in exactly that type of relationship that you guys talk about. And I mean it in a literal sense. 50-50 roommates. Now, you black guys, especially you African guys, you know what I'm talking about, right? You can go to someone's house who's married, and you have most likely seen that a lot of them don't even share a bed. They don't even share a bed. I've been to some people's houses and I noticed that, and I'm talking about like older people, like people who are like my parents' age. And I've seen them in these marriages, they don't even share a bed. That is a true definition of a 50-50 housemate. And they are going to stay together until they eventually sell the house. Then they might go their separate ways. They don't laugh with each other. They don't have a joke with each other. They are civil to each other. They both split the bills down the middle. They're only married on paper. They're not even having sex with each other. Yes, they might get together for a grandkid's birthday. They might get in a family photo. But there is no romance there whatsoever. And a lot of marriages are actually 50-50 roommates. They are 50-50 roommate situations. Because trust me on this one. If two people are in a relationship together and they've been together for 20 years without a marriage certificate, then you better believe that they actually want to be with each other. You ain't going to be sleeping in no fucking doghouse whilst the woman gets to bed or vice versa. You're not going to just stay together, stay in the house together, live under the roof together without a marriage certificate unless you are romantic. What I'm trying to say to you, black chicks, is this. That marriage certificate, yes, it might make it a little bit difficult for somebody to walk off. And in some cases, really, really difficult for somebody to walk off. But just because you got a ring on your left finger, that don't mean jack shit. That don't mean anything. What does that mean? Doesn't mean anything. A lot of people don't get married because there's no benefit for a marriage. I mean, like, unless you want to, do you know what I mean, financially corner somebody, because that's what you women really want. Let's have it right. You only want to financially corner somebody. So basically, if you do this, because listen, this is what a lot of these black chicks want. And this is why a lot of black women, yeah, now not all of them, but you got some black women, like these fat aunties, they talk about how, oh, never ever shack up with a guy. Don't move in with him. Don't give him wife treatment until he makes you a wife. And when I listen to that, yeah, to you chicks, yeah, you might think that sounds like wisdom handed down. But to me, it sounds like an absolute scam because I can smell a scam from a mile off. Because you know damn well that if most of you people actually move in with a man, he's going to see the real you, not the person that you're presenting as. Because when you're in a dating stage, a lot of people are putting their best foot forward. People are coming there with their face covered. And in a lot of you women's cases, literally. All that makeup and all that wigs and shit. So you get to see the real person. Literally oh my God, what the fuck have I been doing? Metaphorically. My English isn't English today. So he gets to see the real person. And you know, if he sees the real person, Oh, you know he's running for the hills. So you want the guy to buy before he tries. And then in that way, when he realizes that you are nothing but a nagging 2-bit cunt, he can't go anywhere. So I'm on the side of ice cream for this one. Because ice cream has got 20 years on you. Shireen. Shireen, that is a baby relationship. You're married for 3 weeks. I mean, is that even a honeymoon period yet? If you want commitment, if you want to see the ultimate commitment, then you want to get somebody in a situation where they don't have to be there. And that's commitment. Not making somebody sign some kind of, nonsense that's going to corner them. That's not commitment. Sounds a bit like entrapment.